Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll see how to make use of the SUMIFS or SUMIFS function provided by Excel. Let us say you have this table of colleges in America, the state they belong to, whether they're public or private, and you'd like to also find out the total full-time undergraduate enrollment in some of these universities. So supposing you want to apply two filters, okay, one you want to say you want to find out the full-time undergraduate in the state of Texas, and within that you want to apply a further filter and say you only want public universities. That means this public or private field should be 1, okay, but not private universities. How do you do that? If you have two or more filters, you can use the SUMIFS or SUMIFS function, and to do that, click here inside the cell E2, press the FX button to insert a function, select Math and Trigonometry, and within that scroll to the bottom, click on SUMIFS and OK. So the first field is the sum range. The sum range refers to the field whose values you want to sum up. In this case, we should choose the full-time undergraduate values. Click on the first value and select this button here, scroll all the way down to the bottom, press Shift button, keep it pressed, and click the last cell, and that will select the entire column. Go all the way to the top. Now click this button here and specify the criteria range 1. Criteria range 1 will be the list of all states from which you want to pull out, apply the criteria. So just click this button here and click on the cell B8. You can again scroll all the way down to the bottom and press Shift, keep it pressed, click on B1309, and you'll select the entire column. The criteria will be the specific value that you want to use. You can just type in TX here, or you can also select the cell C2, and so that if you select the cell C2 and if you copy this formula down to the next cells E3 and E4, C2 will become C3 and C4, and so you will choose CA and NY for the next two cells E3 and E4. So we're going to choose C2 here, okay, and the second criteria we want to use is whether it's public or private. So select C8, scroll all the way to the bottom, press Shift and click C1309, click this here, and the criteria 2 is that it should be 1 because 1 refers to public universities. Okay, so click OK, and that completes our SUMIFS calculation. Okay, so now you have the total number of students enrolled in the state of Texas that are in public universities. As you can see, the number is 231,268 students, as opposed to the total full-time and undergraduate enrollment in the state of Texas, which is 287,453 students. So just to ensure that we have gotten this correct, we're going to say, okay, total full-time undergraduate private. Okay, so this is public and this is private. I'm just going to enlarge this a little bit and I'll format cells, alignment, wrap text. Okay. Now here I'm going to say equals. This is another way to enter this formula. SUMIFS. Sum would be again full-time undergraduate, comma, criteria range 1 will be state, and another way to kind of select all the row, all the entire range will be to press Control, Shift, and the down arrow, and that chooses the entire range. And criteria 1 will be again Texas here, and criteria 2 will be public or private, Control, Shift, down, comma, and the value here will be 2 to reflect private instead of public universities. Press OK, press enter, and now you have 56,185. And just to confirm, I want to add up private and public, and I should get the same value as this here, 287,453 students. So that confirms to me that this formula here does indeed capture what I wanted to. So here we capture all the full-time undergraduate students in public universities, and here we capture all full-time undergraduate students in private universities in the state of Texas. So that concludes our little discussion of the SUMIFS function provided by Excel. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Please check out more videos on Codable.